that someone actually has spiritual marriage. Having discovered the damaging effect spiritual marriage have in our relationship, especially marital life, as well as how it can affect our finances, especially for those who have already given birth in the spiritual world, it is very, very paramount that you know how you can break it so that you can actually break away from such relationship. And by God's grace, in today's video, I'm going to teach you some simple ways you're actually going to break spiritual marriage and be free again. So welcome once again to my YouTube channel. In this particular channel, I treat three important variables which are actually health, safety, and spirituality. By God's grace, my name is Jennifer. You can just call me Jenny. If this is the very first time you're landing in my channel, you're highly welcome. Kindly do yourself a favor by hitting that red subscribe button and the bell notification so that once there is a new upload from me, you'll get it. For my returning subscribers, I love you so much. Thank you for always coming back to watch my videos, but please always share testimonies whenever you use any direction that I gave in this video. Believe me, when you use them, it will surely work for you. Don't forget to comment, like, and share at every point in time. So without wasting time, let's get straight to the business of the day. If you are being plagued by spiritual marriage, the first thing you needed is cassava stick. This cassava stick you see is packaged with lots of benefit, not just the stick, but both the leaves and the stem. So what do? When you get it, use your hand. You that is suffering that spiritual marriage, not another person should do it for you. Break it into four. Like see, you break it one, you break it two, you break it three, and they break the fourth part. What do? After breaking it, get a rope, black rope, and tie it. So when you tie it with black rope in the night, let's assume you want to go and sleep by 10, then around 9, remove your clothes and be the way that you come into this world after you have tied it. And then get your Bible if you're a Christian and read Isaiah 49 from verse 24 to 26, where the Bible said that even if you're a priest, even if you're a lawful captive, you use your leg consciously and walk into captivity, that God will still deliver you. After that, you now also read Psalm 51 that God will have mercy on you. By that, even if it's by your sin, you become this lawful captive, that He will forgive you. Then finally, you now read Psalm 126 that when the Lord will turn again the captivity of Zion, it will be like them that dream. Then when you have finished that, what do? You carry this particular stick. This stick represents four corners of the universe. If you are Igbo, it actually represents Eke, Olie, and for Nkwo. In other words, as you are praying that wherever this force is coming from, whether it is from the east, from the west, from the south, from the north, or in any market day, that this man is coming to me or this woman, that today you are wiping it away, you are breaking, you are separating yourself, you are breaking out. You clean all your body from head to toe. You start from your head again and begin to clean. You do it until you do it like 7 times from up to down, up to down. Make sure that it touches every part of your body. Then as you are cleaning, you begin to pray that you are separating yourself from any form of covenant, from every form of connection, from every form of relationship with spiritual marriage. You clean it. Make sure you clean your private part, every place from your head to toe. When you finish, you start from your head, you clean down. Don't come and start from the leg to clean up again. You go up again and start from the leg again. Clean all your face, every nook and cranny of your body. As you are cleaning, you are praying that even if you have gotten children, that you are denouncing them, you are separating them from yourself, you are separating that today, every of that covenant that you entered, knowingly or unknowingly, that you are breaking it and you are breaking away, you are breaking out, that from today onwards, that you are free, that you no longer have any connection with this spiritual man or spiritual woman again, depending on your gender. Then when you have finished it with that first stick, you keep it aside, possibly dry it. The next day you get another 4 stick of cassava. You need to do this consistently for 7 days. Once you start it, you will not break it until 7 days. Please, if you are on your monthly flow, don't do this. Wait when you finish. Give it 3 days after before you start. If you have met any man or woman that in kind of have fun, please don't do this. Wait after 3 days. Whenever you want to do it, create time. After 3 days of having fun, 3 days after having your period, then you will start it. Do it consistently 7 days. For that 7 days, separate from any form of fun. physically. Then you do it again until the seventh day. Every covenant I've entered with you, knowingly or unknowingly, I break it. Any spiritual ring you have given me, I am removing it. You continue cleaning your body. So when you have done it, that's you finish it for the seventh or the eighth day, gather those sticks and burn them. If you are living where you cannot burn it, simply open the ground and bury it. Believe me, you will be free from that day. But one thing you must do is remember that what you did is just a process of deliverance. And just like the Bible said, if you're a Christian, that when a demon is cast out from someone and nothing is done to replace it with God's presence and God's when that spirit comes back, that is going to pack 7 of them. So what it means that from that day, you begin to be careful of how you live your life. By God's grace, in my next video, I'll be talking about how people actually contact this spiritual marriage. So that when you know how it is contacted, you desist from the actions that can bring it. You start living a clean life and start developing a relationship with God, praying every midnight. Make sure you don't sleep from 12 to 3 all through without waking to pray, because that midnight prayer, that time is actually the time they come to attack you. So when you are prayerful, you will see that each time they are coming, they are seeing fire. Each time they are coming, they are seeing fire. They will never come again. So what you did is just a process of deliverance, severing that covenant. So don't stop at there. You continue building your prayer life. As you building your prayer life, you will be totally free forever. So that is one. Then in another way you can break it is get this palm frond, this part of palm tree, that after they have removed the palm nut, this is the one that is remaining, this palm frond. So when you get it, you begin to break out. You that is suffering from it, not any other person should do it for you, it's you. All of them have its own reason and implication. You begin to cut out all these thorns. You cut it out with your hands. If it is better you cut it with your hands, because you have to dry it and it will be dry. So when it is dry, it will be easily removed. So after you have removed it, maybe you get this size like thread. You remove it very well. Then get that salt water solution, a water that you mix salt, and use it to wash it. Then after you have used it to wash it, get blender and blend it. Blender. Let me show you blender. See, get blender and blend it. If you don't have blender, you can actually give it to people that grind, and they will help you to grind it. Just grind it into powder. So when you have grind it, pour it in the bucket that you normally use to bath, or in a big bucket that will contain enough water for you to bath. Leave it for at least 12 hours. Probably you did it in the morning. Then in the night, 1 hour before you go to sleep, you now sieve that water, leaving the remaining of that particular powder from this, and now use it to bath. When you are going to bath, after you have removed your clothes and be the way you come into this world, then you now read the same Isaiah 49, read 24 to 26, read again Psalm 51, read again Psalm 126, and pray accordingly, just as explained during using cassava stick. Then when you have finished that prayers, you begin to bet that as you are betting, you are batting out the hand of that particular spiritual man or spiritual woman that you don't want any covenant connecting you. You are breaking it. You are disconnecting yourself. That let my body be like the thorns in this particular thing. Let it be like that thorns. Then make sure you wash your private part, especially very well with that water. Believe me, after you have done that, if that spiritual man tries to come to visit you again, this is how your body will look like. It will be like thorn. They can't even touch your body spiritually. Immediately you finish that bathing, fill water in that bucket again and keep. Next day, use it. Continue filling it till the 7th day. Still in that a kind of remains of that chaff, remains of that powdered, grinded of this palm frond. Fill the water and do it until 7 days. 7 days means a lot. 7 means a lot spiritual. It's a spiritual number. It's a number of perfection. So by the time you are finished, most of the times all the problem that you have, once you do any remedy for 7 days, it means a kind of perfection. You rest. You are free from that problem. That's why even God have to create the world for 6 days and rested on the 7th day. So that problem will lie to rest. So now after that 7 days, believe me, you have reached time they come to you, you are like torn. Then you continue making sure that you are prayerful, pray midnight every time, living a clean life so that they will not have avenue to affect you again. So for those people that may be living where it is difficult to find this, there is another a kind of option that you use. Normally in my videos, I will show you one or two, three options so that if this one does not work for you, this will work for you. This one is not okay for you, this one will be okay for you. So look at another way. The way is that you go and get this. This is called Adam fruit. You can always see it in the market, even if you are living abroad. So you can order for it online anyhow, or you can a kind of send your people that is living in village to order it for you. You will surely see it. It's called Adian fruit. See it, Adam fruit. The Yorubas call it prekese. Igbos call it, I don't know, something like Osharika or something. Get this. And you need it how many? You need 21 pieces of it because you'll be using 3 daily. You still do it 7 days. And then get me this type of grater or any grater that you have, and get 49 pieces of cloves of garlic, and get sea salt. I've been talking about sea salt on this channel. You can go through my channel to know more about sea salt. Not ordinary salt this time, countable sea salt, or if you have powdered one, it's still okay. So what do? You cut this into 3. When you cut it into 3, you pour water in a pot that is enough for you to bathe. The water that is enough, because you're not going to mix it any other water. Then when it is around that kind 8, let's say you are going to sleep by 10, you boil that water for at least 20 minutes for it to turn brown, and then use your grater to grate 7 pieces of this garlic. You grate it. So when you grate it, immediately that water is boiling at least for 20 minutes. You now bring it down and add the garlic. When you add the garlic, then allow the water like 1 hour to cool down as you are going to bed with it. Then you add 7 pieces of that sea salt, or if you have a kind of powdered sea salt, this one must be sea salt, not ordinary salt. You can now use a kind of spoon to fetch 3 spoons and put in that water. Then after you have put it, take it to the bedroom where you are going to bed, remove your clothes and be the way God has created you, and then you begin to pray accordingly, just as you pray during the cassava stick. Then when you have finished praying, you bet. As you are bathing, you also pray that you are cutting yourself. Please wait. If you are in your period or you have met any man, don't do this. Wait after 3 days you do it, and then make sure that you are not putting anything artificial in your body. Like you don't need this ring, you don't need this particular wash when you are doing it. If possible, if you're a lady, if you can do this particular a kind of prayer direction or spiritual work when you are not plaiting your hair, when you have lost the hair, and start from your hair. Hair is very important. In my last video, I talked about it. In that particular video, I talk about what you need to do every morning you leave, that you need to use your right middle finger and begin to pray that this your head is very important, because that is where any demon that will try to possess you, any spirit, including that spiritual husband or wife, enters from the middle of your head. So you can't afford to tell me that you plait your hair. Let me tell you, spirituality don't recognize beauty on anything. So you have to start from your head to do this bet. So if you have weave on and other artificial things, you can wait. Whenever you are ready to remove them, you will now, irrespective of anyone you want to do, it's better like that. So you now start betting. As you are betting, you are praying. As you are betting, you are praying that you are breaking that covenant. You're no longer interested, and so on and so forth. Believe me, do it for 7 days. Each day, as you do it, you remove this Adian fruit and dry it. Do it for 7. After the 7 days, gather the Adian fruit, because they are kind of 21 in number. Gather them together and burn it in your house. Believe me, even the odor alone chases witches and wizards. No evil don't stand it. But if where you are living you can't burn it, find a way and make sure you bury it. As you are burying it, you are making prophetic statement. Believe me, a closed mouth is a closed business. I buried this Adam today, that everything about this spiritual marriage is over and over. That I have divorced it and divorced it forever. It has nothing to do with me again. Believe me, as you do this, you will be totally free. But don't forget that you continue being prayerful. Do midnight prayers from time to time. A kind of live a clean life, and by God's grace, you will no longer be associated with this spiritual marriage. So thank you so much for being part of my channel today. If you have actually find this video helpful, please give me that thumbs up. If I get enough thumbs up in this particular video, I will now do a video that will show you how people actually contact this spiritual marriage. But if I don't see much thumbs up, it means that it's not relevant. I will not do it. So, and also like and share. Please share this channel to everyone. My God will bless you. I pray for those that are sharing this video. Whatever that is your need, God will visit you. And also comment. Drop your testimonies. I need it so much. If you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so that once there is a new upload from me, you get it. So God bless you once again. Please kindly subscribe and hit the bell notification so that YouTube will notify you as soon as I upload the next video. God bless you.